sure. What properties do you own?
Oh, yeah.
Still bigger than your house in Silver Smith.
That's kind of right in the middle, huh? Oh, yeah. Managing. How many are in Sheboygan?
Just a Milwaukee, DC, downtown this way. Most of them are like Grand Chute, West Bend, downtown Ocean. Most of them are city.
Interesting.
Good afternoon. I'd like to call the Monday, August 23rd Architectural Review Board meeting to order. Can you do the roll call?
Sure. Let's see here. I have to wait for Dick here.
We don't have a quorum.
Right now we don't have a quorum, so we might have to give it just a minute and then see if Dick comes in and do it at that point in time.
I guess we wait.
We'll just have to wait a minute here.
He did reply on that email to me.
I believe he did that. He was going to be here. Yes. Yep. So we need 4 people for a quorum. So we're waiting on 1. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to wait a long time. Really? That's too bad. You'd think, I mean, obviously, yeah. But, I mean, I'm sure most of the things that come through are improvements and things that people.
Just gonna have to wait a few minutes if that's all right to get on board there. No problem. Sorry about that. fairly close, so hopefully we won't have to wait too long. Apologize.
So you just approve everybody's design?
Yeah, right, you know, it's one of those ones where we need the fourth, you know?
I understand.
Yeah, right outside of this, bathrooms over there too. But there's a fountain.
Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah, I see.
Looks like you guys are pretty close to, getting the Broadway done, or permits issued too, Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeff's working on that.
Gotcha, yeah, so that one should be, probably out for permits pretty soon, and any idea, is this year yet, or any ideas as far as?
I mean, we're talking about this
Spring, yeah, sure, sounds
I
good.
think, you know, our improvements here.
Yeah, sounds good. Yep, sounds good. And is this Jim?
I'm Jim.
Oh, hi Jim, Steve Slabowski, and it's Christy?
Christy.
Hi, Steve Slabowski, nice to meet you guys. Yeah, nice, looks, like a good one you got, it's got some nice drawings coming in there and stuff. Anything in particular triggering, just, the improvement itself?
I'm sorry, what was?
Just anything triggering, just doing the
Oh,
improvement itself?
yeah, I bought it a few years ago and I always wanted to do it. And,
Yeah.
I lost, my major tenant in the middle and I thought, well, now's a good time.
Which one was that one?
It was Progressive Beginnings.
Progressive bought their own building.
Yeah.
On 13th Street.
Yeah.
They probably just got in there a month ago
Right,
too, so,
Yeah.
I didn't agree, I forgot that they were in there, that's right.
yeah. So it's a little bit easier.
So that's gotta be a little bit of a vacant space then, right? I mean,
Yeah.
what as far
It's
as,
5,000 square.
yeah, okay. But those, it seems like you've had the other ones there for
Yeah,
fairly
the
consistent
cousins-
amount of time.
The cousins left.
Sure,
That's a different building though.
Yeah.
But it's in the same,
yeah,
But yeah, the other guys I think are doing okay.
yeah.
I think they're doing okay.
The fitness is still in there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he
yeah.
struggled during
Oh, I
coronavirus,
bet.
they
Yeah.
but they kept trying to do it online kind
Yeah,
of thing.
sure,
I
sure.
think they're okay,
Yeah, 'cause that one's been in there for some time now.
yeah.
And China Star, that's been in there, and then Empower, right?
Power Nutrition,
Yeah.
I think they're doing okay, because I think they started another store here. at
Gotcha.
Sheboygan, I think, or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good, I just thought I'd introduce myself and,
Sure.
we'll just go through and just, figure out, just go through a little bit of it like you're after, and we'll just ask some questions from there and go from there.
You've got the
Okay.
images up? or-
Yeah, I'll be able to get those up.
Awesome.
Okay, nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I heard now.
As of right now, we're still, backwards still going to my own space.
You doing improvements in, maybe our other ones right now, or just
I'm working on a parking lot in West Bend.
Whereabouts?
Yeah,
Yeah. Sure. So,
Okay, yeah,
It's just got 4
so,
inches.
yes.
yeah.
And,
Well, so he,
but as far as like major things, I've been contemplating doing something now. As far as putting some apartments on my building, it's a little walking PC building. It used to be that drugstore for like 100 years or something. And, I bought it from the family that owned this drugstore. And they had some offices up there for the first 2 or 3 years.
Hey,
I owned it.
thank you, appreciate it. These guys appreciate it. How you doing?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
doing.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
Well, review board meeting to order for Monday, August 23rd. Can I get the roll call?
Sure. Alderperson Savaglio.
Present.
Richard Lindy. Here. Pam Langen.
Here?
Robert Heimroll.
Here.
Joe Clark said he was going to be absent, and Jerry Jones said he is going to be absent. So we
They
do
are
have
excused.
4 and have a quorum.
Thank you. Let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, moving on to 2.1, approval of the minutes from the July 26th meeting. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second?
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor, state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
This
Chair
is
votes
the
aye.
First one we're talking.
Those minutes are approved.
This is the building.
Item 3.1, exterior remodel of multi-tenant commercial building located at 2121 South Business Drive. Take it away.
Sure. I guess we don't have any real formal agenda. Really, what we just ask you to do is if you wouldn't mind introducing yourselves, and then I can get some of your drawings up on the screens. And if you could just tell us a little bit, what's existing, what's proposed, and any reasons behind it, and we'll just go back and forth from there.
Okay, great. My name is Christy Carmody. I'm with Legacy Architecture. My client is Jim Peter. He's the building owner and is looking to do some exterior improvements at the 2121 South Business Drive. If you were able to, do you have any of the existing?
The pictures?
Yeah, just so everybody can see how beautiful it is currently. Yeah, so so like I said, Jim is proposing to just do exterior only, so he's really trying to minimize, hopefully zero impact for the existing tenants there. But as you can see, the building is pretty inconsistent. It's majority brick on the exterior. There was a addition done on the south end. That is CMU, that they tried to paint to match, and maybe it matched at one time, but doesn't really do the job anymore. It's kind of a hodgepodge of, there's EFIS on there. On the east side, there's also some paneling. On the west, the main facade that we're kind of focused on, that has different storefronts, different heights, different awnings. So what the main focus is to try to really make it consistent. So, yep, with that, you can go to the colored elevation maybe would probably be best.
This one?
Yep, that's great.
So this would be the awning, huh?
So the only
This
store,
is the awning.
the only storefronts that we're proposing to change at this time are the China Star, the ones on, yep, on the north end there. Those are in poor condition. Jim already had a guy come out and just take a look at it to give him an estimate for all of them, but said that they were all in actually pretty good condition. So he's just gonna focus on that, the two of the China Star, the entrance and the main storefront there. What we're gonna do is paint the brick and the CMU all the way around the whole building to give some consistency because of all the different materials on the exterior. That will help just visually tie it all together. Also, we're going to be taking off the existing CMU and EFIS piers and redoing them with a stone, like a dry stack stone. In between the piers, we're gonna put some fabric awnings. That will also help just tie it all together. Above that will be an aluminum siding system, but not really your traditional aluminum siding that you're used to thinking of. I have some samples over here I can kind of show you. It's more of a modern system that has like a V groove. They're really durable, and I think it's very cost effective for this application because it's not right down at ground level, it's up higher. I think it'll really give a nice wood look without the expense for Jim here. And then here's the stone that we're proposing to use. Kind of ties with the whole color scheme. We're also going to be proposing some more uniform signage with the self-illuminated signage, which will be submitted separately in the future. That will give a more unified appearance to the building and mounted above the awnings. The existing roof edge and fascia frieze will remain, but we will propose to paint that to match the clear anodized storefront frames. So those are the main talking points about what we're proposing to do with the building.
Sounds
Do you have
good. Can I ask a
anything
question?
like to add at this
Go
point?
ahead.
And then just as far as the east and the north and south, strictly paint, or what are you guys looking at? What can you tell us on those elevations?
Right now, strictly paint. The windows on the east side are sliding windows and are difficult to
we
paint
probably
because
could
they'll get all mucked
clean the
mucked
brick.
up when
That's all
you
they really
try
need to do.
to slide them. And I think just painting that facade will be a dramatic improvement with some of those other materials that are in there. Right now, there's some white and some orangish red. I don't, it's pretty bad right now. So the paint, I think, will add a lot. And Jim, you could maybe speak to the doors. I think you had a question with the.
Yeah, there was
the
just
doors.
maybe just the infill, there's just the two areas that just had a little bit of infill in terms of, the two right in here had like a white horizontal siding and like a red horizontal. I just didn't know if there was any way of getting rid of the siding, if there was anything to match up, or just, you guys looking just to paint that as well?
Right now, just to paint, I think, masonry would be ideal to infill that back with brick, but we're gonna be painting it anyway, so the cost, I'm not sure that, Jim wants to take on the cost of something like that if we're just painting it,
Okay.
so.
I've got a couple of questions for you here. Let's start with China Star. They have some drapery. You're going to be working with them on some sort of better window system that suits their needs?
Yeah, the glass that's there now, it's not insulated glass, it's not two pane, so we're hoping that, we're gonna replace her entire glass front
Okay.
and the door to the right of it. That was the only stuff that the glass guy told me that wasn't, double pane insulated glass. He said that's the stuff that, would make sense to replace. And I'm hoping that awning, because the awning, I think, they have no awning on their window right now.
Correct.
Yeah, so hoping the awning will stop that, is it southern sun? Which direction is that?
West.
Will be western.
That's west.
Yeah.
I think in the afternoon it gets really warm in
Yeah.
there, and that's why they put all the ugly treatments on the window. So, but that, I think that stuff is attached to the window. I don't know what they put on there, but that's all gonna disappear.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that we have a large awning going in front there that isn't there now.
Correct.
Is it 4 feet tall, that awning?
Finishes.
Or 5 feet
It's
tall?
5 feet tall, it extends out 3 feet,
Yeah,
so.
hopefully that will
Yeah.
solve their sun
No,
problem.
you're right. That does-
Oh, the picture?
Yeah. If we can leave that, no, go back up to that,
Ooh,
where you were, that was perfect.
okay.
Another question is, the words next to China Star that are so small.
Yeah,
What's-
so that's a common entrance for 2 tenants, and that tenant is Empower Nutrition. And that's a struggle with them because they have, their franchise has rules that says that they can't have large signs. They're not allowed to have large signs because most of the people that sell their product actually sell it out of a house. So they started doing retail stuff, but I have 2 Empower Nutrition tenants, and my tenant in Oshkosh doesn't have a sign. They don't want a sign. Or they're not allowed a sign.
Okay.
So I wanted to get this approval before I went to the tenants to talk about signage.
Yeah, and I'd have to probably work, whether it's yourself or the individual tenants with sign permits and different things like that, but.
Yeah, so what you see there, that small sign, there's a hallway that goes back to their space. And their space in the back is quite large, and people enter actually probably half and half come from the other side, I'm guessing. And so, yeah, it's just a hallway really. And they've always struggled with any kind of signage because it's based on their square footage or whatever on the front. They
Yeah.
really don't have much square footage on the front, so.
Can
But,
you,
yeah, I don't think
This
they're-
area over here is theirs?
Yeah, that's their space right there, that whole back end.
On the east side, okay. Which one do you like?
Sorry.
You want the elevation back?
actually, no, this is a perfect view to
Okay.
see. I know that we're not planning to go with, to the, what's the next?
Plan
meeting?
commission?
Planning Commission meeting, with any of this stuff. So is there any plan to update landscaping on the back or the
Yes.
front?
Yes. You know, I thought at first, I've already cut down those tall trees.
Yeah.
So they're gone.
these
It already
are-
looks a little bit better. But I thought at first, I'm assuming I'm gonna take everything out of the front
It's
and
so
redo
odd.
the entire front.
It's so random.
I haven't really thought about the rest of the building. But again, I wanted to get an approval before I go to an architect to start drawing up a landscape plan.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there are some bushes up there that aren't bad, but you know, if you save some that are big and old and you put in new ones that are small, it's a timing issue, so you'll probably just remove them all, start all over.
Any other comments or questions? Yeah, I gotcha.
Hit it one more time.
And the color of the paint is the gray color that you have
Yes.
on the front? Yeah. And there wouldn't be any trim colors, it'd just all be.
I'm
just
sorry?
asking. There wouldn't be trim colors, it would be, or will the
No,
windows
just the
stay white?
just the anodized aluminum frames that are already
Okay.
there.
Yeah, the top fascia would be painted
Yeah.
to tie it in. But
Okay.
So it'd all be like one solid gray,
Yes.
right? Not
Yes.
any shades or, okay.
Any other comments or questions from the board?
I would move to approve as submitted.
We have a motion, is there a second?
Second?
Okay, that's been motioned and seconded. Any additional comments?
What a team.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Chair votes aye. This has been approved, pending, the
Permits and things like that. Thanks a lot. We appreciate the fact of coming in and taking a look at that corner. That corner is one of the areas that we'd really like to see some improvements to. So we appreciate you taking a look at that and investing in the property.
sure thing. Q.
Thank
Let's
you
move
so
on
much.
to 3.2, construction of a new
Thank you.
addition and exterior remodel at Quick Trip located at 1618 Calumet Drive.
All right, sounds good.
I'll let you take it away.
Sounds good. Bjorn Berg is here from Quick Trip, and Bjorn, if you just want to kind of just walk through a little bit in terms of maybe the existing conditions, what they're missing out, and then what they're proposing in terms of the addition and exterior remodel.
Sure. So we have an accepted offer to purchase the neighboring property. It's currently Menzer Glass to the north of us. And these approvals are part of our contingencies to buy that property. So we have submitted for the Architecture Review Board. We're also on the Planning Commission meeting. for tomorrow for the project as well. Our proposal is to add on to our facility to the north, quite substantially, almost doubling the size of the current store. Our proposal would be to build that side, leaving the current store open, so we'd stay in business. And then subsequently, once we have the north portion built, we would move the store operations in there and then remodel the south side, so it all is, consistent and has the same architectural features. Currently, today, the store is red brick, low, just a wainscot on 3 sides, and then white vinyl siding, a pitch shingled roof, and, we're looking to, actually corporate-wide, in the next 5 years, we're looking to upgrade all of our old white vinyl siding stores with a thin brick product. This store, because of all the construction we would need to do, we would do a full brick, so not a full brick, but a real brick. And then also, we would upgrade the roof to not be shingles, but to be green metal to match our other corporate image.
So this is the addition.
So quite a large project.
Yes, I think that's right.
We've had
Because it's
a
literally
preliminary meeting with Steve and some staff about the project and worked through some things with him
So, yeah,
before we
Men's
have
are
submitted here, so
gone. Men's or glass is gonna be
I guess we'll
gone.
leave it at that
Building.
and open it up to comments if that's.
Hard to make a
where we
living.
go.
Can I make one real quick?
Well, yeah, have at it.
All right, thank you. Bjorn, could you just kind of explain, like maybe on the floor plan, if you wouldn't mind getting that up, Scott? Could you just kind of show everyone or indicate where the addition is? That would be in this area to the north, correct?
Right, so that right half is really all building addition. Currently, kind of in the middle of the cooler, just behind the meat case there is where the current exterior wall would be of the right hand of the store today.
Okay.
So that'd be where we make deliveries, where a gas meter is and some of the electrical panels. And then there's an electrical room in there that we're saving because of all of our petroleum wiring for the gas system all comes out of there. So we would save that. And so everything to the right-hand side, new bathrooms, a new kitchen, new electrical room, new utility room, walk-in cooler and freezer for the kitchen, and then beer cave. So then temporarily, once we have that right half built, the hope would be to put a register just inside on the left-hand side of the addition temporarily, and then use the beer cave for a cooler and set up some temporary hot food and beverage while we subsequently remodeled the other side.
Gotcha.
So sort of a two-phase project. First time we've really looked at doing this kind of a project where we kind of double the size of the store but do it in 2 different sections. So I'm the quote-unquote guinea pig to try to get this accomplished. But
Sounds good.
we feel that this could be a good solution for us moving forward. We have a lot of sites that are similar to this where we can buy property next door, but they really don't fit our big new store in the traditional sense. Our new stores now are approaching 9,000 square feet and they're very square in terms of their shape. And so this site is just long and skinny. It's a good place to be. It's where we want to be in town. And, we have a very good established business here. And if you've been to the store, you can see that there's a lot of stuff crammed in there. And our kitchen staff really struggles because right now they're in kind of the back room. And it's like a closet. So trying to get them a nice space to be able to do our food program, our bakery program, and then also get them a fryer so that they can do fried chicken and all those other programs that we have now, but they don't have the space for.
So on that site plan, if we could just bring that up, you can just kind of see the existing store is the white box in this area. And then the new addition you can kind of see is on the north end. And that's the Menzer glass property that's being purchased in order to construct the addition and the additional site improvements as far as parking, dumpster, and things like that. So just so everyone has a feel in terms of the site layout.
Now, my question to you would be on that canopy where you get the gas. Any changes happening there?
Not really. I am not sure if we have, do we have LED stripe on the canopy now? Or is it
You know
just
what? I don't
vinyl?
recall if you do or don't. I don't know if.
No
there's
major
pictures.
changes though, as far as more fueling positions or anything like that.
I'm not
We would
sure
just
if you can tell
maintain.
by the pictures.
I could probably tell, yeah, if you have current pictures.
And then, at some of your other
Oh, yeah, it
sites,
does have it.
the canopy has brick around the posts
Oh, yeah.
there. If you're gonna have brick on site already, can we get those bricked up?
We certainly can, it comes at a cost, but if it's something that's desired,
Yeah, I think,
Be willing
one
to-
of the things that the board, you may wanna recall is on the quick trips on North Avenue and at Taylor by Festival Foods, they bricked them up. And it might be a good idea here at least to try to bring the canopy in some type of consistency with the new design. So I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, 'cause the one on North Avenue is not that far from the one we're talking about, correct?
Sure.
I mean, that one, yeah.
yeah, I'm not real familiar with the layout of the city.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
within,
But yeah, I'm sure we have one close.
3/4 mile, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure we have one
Yeah,
close. We have a lot of
pretty
stores over here.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think we'd be willing to do that. We'll have a mason on site and brick there anyway, so.
Any additional comments from the staff or the board?
I mean, the one thing I would say is we did get an opportunity to work with Quick Trip on a couple of different renderings and thoughts, and they came back with a design that I think is very compatible and really has the opportunity of refreshing kind of the site, and maybe has the opportunity to spur. It's fairly close to AutoZone, what that looks like. So having the investment and doing the addition and that exterior remodel, I mean, it's a nice project, and I think it looks good for what it's worth. So, but I do think adding a condition to incorporate the posts and the canopy for the brick is a good idea.
Would anyone be so kind as to make a motion to that effect?
So moved.
And is there a second?
Second.
All right, we've been motioned and seconded. Any additional comments? All those in favor state aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Chair votes aye. This one has also been approved by our board here. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
Our next meeting, item 4.1, will be Monday, September 13th. Same time, same place.
Yes. Great.
Make a motion to adjourn.
That'd be after Labor Day.
Motion to adjourn, anybody?
Oh, move to adjourn?
Can I get a second?
Second.
All those in favor state aye.
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 Good thing you
We
showed
stand
up.
adjourned.
Thanks for your help, I appreciate
You-
that.
You were needed today, Doug.
Thank you.
It's good to be needed.
That's right.
Maybe what we could do is just kind of use and we can go back and forth on that. And then we can see you tomorrow on the rest of that stuff. Sure. Same place.